In this video, you'll learn about affixes. In English language, new words can be formed by a process called affixation. Yes, many English words are made by taking basic words and adding combination to the beginning or at the end of the word to change the meaning. The basic word is called the root word and the added portion is called the affix. Affixation means adding affixes to the root word to form a new word. Affixes can be classified into prefix and suffix. What is prefix and what is suffix? If an affix is attached to the beginning of a word, it is called a prefix. If an affix is attached to the end of the word, it is called a suffix. Let us see prefixes. The four most common prefixes are dis, in, re and un. Let me explain. Look at the word qualify. Qualify means be eligible. If you add the prefix dis to the beginning of the word, we get disqualify, which gives the meaning ineligible. Then see the word pay. It means giving money to someone for something you want to buy. If we add the prefix re to the beginning of this word, we get the word repay, which means to pay again. See the word use. It also has the same effect. If you add the prefix re to the beginning of this word, we get the word reuse, which means to use again or more than once. Look at the next word, dependent. Dependent means depending on others, requiring someone or something for support. If we add the prefix in before this word, we get the word independent, which means self-sufficient, not depending on others. And finally, see this word happy. Happy means joyful, feeling pleasure. If we add the prefix un to the beginning of this word, we get the word unhappy, which gives the completely opposite meaning to the base word happy. And the meaning of the word unhappy is sad. Now you got a clear idea about the prefixes. Some more prefixes are. Let's talk about suffixes. As I mentioned before, an affix at the back of a word is called a suffix. These are some suffixes. Take a root word love. When we add suffix able to the end of this word, we get lovable. Likewise, loving, lovely, loved. Each suffix changes the meaning of the word slightly. So be careful while doing this. You can't do this prefix or suffix to all words. You have to think which affix will make a new meaningful word before doing this. Affixes. Affix is a part that is added to words either at the beginning or at the end of the word that changes the meaning of the word. Affixes can be classified into prefix and suffix. Prefixes are added to the beginning of words. For example, impossible. Possible is a root word. When we add the prefix in to it, we get the new word impossible. It means not possible. Suffixes are added at the end of the words. Look at the example, past. Past is a root word. When we add the suffix ed to it, we get the new word past. It means to have already gone past someone or something. A single word may contain more than one affix. For example, undesirable. Un is a prefix, able is a suffix. Desire is a root word. Un is a prefix and it means not. Able is a suffix which gives a meaning given to. Undesirable. The whole word undesirable means given to, not being desired. Sometimes a root word spelling may change to accommodate affixes. Okay children, I hope you understood and catch you later. Thank you. Hello children, let's learn about two special groups of words today, homonyms and homophones. Do you know that the word homo means same? So, homonyms are words with similar sound and spelling but with a different meaning. Let's see these pairs of words. Cricket. Cricket is a popular sport. A cricket is active at night. In the first sentence, the word cricket means a game. In the second sentence, it means an insect. In this pair, you may see they have similar sound and spelling but different meaning. The next pair is bank. He went to the bank to withdraw money. Children were playing on the bank of the river. In the first sentence, the word bank means a financial establishment, whereas in the second one, it means the slope bordering the river. See the next one, will. The manager has a strong will to complete the work. She will visit me tomorrow. In the first sentence, the word will is a strong determination to do something, whereas in the second sentence, the word will is an auxiliary verb expressing future tense. Next, bark. The dogs bark at the strangers. The bark of the tree is very strong. The first bark means sound made by a dog. The second one means bark of a tree. The next homonym, watch. We like to watch the cricket match on TV. He always wears his watch on his right hand. The first watch means to observe attentively over a period of time, whereas the second one is a type of a small clock that you wear on your wrist. Next, bat. May I use this bat? A lot of people think that bats are birds. In the first sentence, the word bat means a wooden implement used for hitting the ball in various games, whereas in the second one, it means a flying mammal. Now, let's learn about other special group of words, homophones. Homophones are words with similar sound but with a different spelling and meaning. The word in is a preposition. The other word in is a public lodging house. The word no is a verb. The other no is a negative response. The next word be is a verb. The other word be is an insect. The next one to. To is a preposition used to show motion. TWO2 is the number that comes after 1 and before 3. TOO2 means extremely or also. The next homophone is what, which means is a unit of power. The next what is an interrogative pronoun. Next right. RIGHT right means correct. WRITE right is a verb. WERE where is the past tense of or. WHERE where is an adverb to define a location or position. The next homophone bare. BARE bare is an adjective which means not covered. Next bear is a large mammal. HERD herd is a group of animals. HEARD herd is the past tense of here. The next pair of homophone is throne. THRONE throne is a special chair used by a ruler. THROWN, thrown, is the past participle of throw. So remember children, the words with same spelling and pronunciation and with different meaning are called homonyms. Example, bank, bank. The words that have the same sound but different spelling and different meaning are called homophones. For example, right, right.